Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Monique, and we're here at Chicago Style Co. I am super excited to do this video today because this is my very first favorites of the year video. So these are my favorite beauty products from 2024 that I purchased. And to be honest, it's not even a lot. I do have 50 items, 50 products, but overall, especially out of all of the favorite of 2024 videos I've watched from other beauty YouTubers and fashion YouTubers, this is nothing compared to what the amount that they have. But I'm genuinely shocked that I have like 50 products to talk about, and these are my favorites. This isn't even everything that I purchased. So it just goes to show we actually spend a lot more than we think we spend, and we accumulate a lot more than we think we accumulate in 1 year's time. But nonetheless, I'm super excited to present this video. Like I said, this is my very first one for my channel, so I'm super excited to join the rest of the YouTube community with the end of the year festivities and to go over my favorites. So I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible because I did count it and it is 50 items and I don't want to run terribly long. And then I will do my worst, my least favorite products. That'll be a separate video. And I'm kind of excited to do that too because it'll be my first one for my least favorites of the year. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Number one, and I took some notes, you guys, so I have, these are not all the notes, but it's just the top little few or whatever. So I took some notes so I can make sure I'm saying the right products and everything, and I'll give my little quick snippet of thoughts to it. And I tried to put these, it's not in a order of my absolute favorite to least favorite or least favorite to absolute favorite. I tried to put it in an order of purchase from throughout the year. So a couple of things I couldn't remember exactly when, but I could remember a time range, like it was the summer or the spring or whatever. And you know, it was last month or what have you, but they're pretty much in order from top of the year to just last week or whatever. Okay, so jumping in with my first products. This is 1 and 2. These are, and I'm going to start off with the first one that I actually started with at the beginning of the year. I purchased this right here, and this is the Colgate Plaque Pro Release toothpaste. This is Colgate Total, and it's a whitening paste. It's 3 ounces, and 3 ounces will run you anywhere from $6 to $8, depending on where you're purchasing from. It could be Walmart or Target. I generally get mine from Walmart, but I have ordered it online through Amazon. And I think when I ordered it through Amazon, it was like a 2-pack for like $11 or $12. So that's your better deal. But nonetheless, this is the Total Plaque Pro Release. It dissolves and lifts away gum harming plaque with daily brushing. Now, my teeth are not in the best shape. They're in better shape than they were back in January of this year. It's now December, I think it's December 19th. It's December 19th. So I'm in much better shape, what have you. I've been going to the dentist and just getting all kinds of work done on my mouth because that was a huge goal of mine going into this new year. So I'm very, very pleased with where I'm at and where I'm headed in my oral journey. With that being said, I definitely had a significant amount of plaque buildup, unfortunately, but this literally eats away at the plaque on your teeth. Like whatever buildup you have, like after 1 or 2 brushes, it just eats it, erodes it away. So this is some strong stuff. And not only that, but it leaves your mouth feeling so squeaky clean. You can actually feel like it's still working well after you have brushed your teeth. So I recommended this to my entire family, not because they had plaque issues like I did, but because it was such a great toothpaste that you can get. I mean, this almost, it seems like you would need to get a dental prescription for it. It's just that great and strong. So, and we've been using it. So this is something I'll be purchasing until either they stop making it or I find something better. Now, number two, and as you can see, I'm using this now. It's all crushed up. I'm almost at the end of it. And I do have some backups upstairs. Number two is Colgate Optic White Renewal. This removes 15 years of stain and nourishes enamel. This is about the same price as the first one, so roughly about $7 or so. This is has an high impact white, and this leaves your mouth, once you start lathering up the toothpaste, it feels like it's warming up. It has a warming sensation, and it works wonders too. This is another one that really does what it says it's going to do. Now, if you are on a beginning journey like me and you need to see, before you go to a dentist, you got your dentist appointment coming up, I would suggest using this one, the Plaque Pro Release. But after you see the dentist and everything went well, then I would highly recommend this next one, which is Optic White Renewal. Both of these are absolutely amazeballs. So two that I will forever keep in my arsenal, like I said, until they discontinue it or I find something better. So we'll see. And the only reason I got this one was because at the particular store that I was at, they did not have the Pro Release. So I got this one, which was the next best thing pretty much. Okay, so those are and you probably hear me throwing this back in my bag because I'm in my filming room or my library, office, studio, what have you. So I had to bring that downstairs from my bathroom, and I'll be taking it right back up after this. Okay, so the next thing that I remember purchasing, that was at the beginning of the year. We started moving into March, April. I purchased this baby, which is my MAC, the new formulation. It is the Maximal Matte lipstick from MAC, and it is in the color Candy Yum Yum. This is like a fluorescent neon pink. When I say this is beautiful, and I'll do a swatch, this is beautiful on the lips. When I wear this, I get a ton of compliments, a ton. And I wore the heck out of this spring. Wore the heck out of it. Travel with it. Just love it. So that was a surprise because this was, believe it or not, my first MAC lipstick. And so because that works so well, and I'll tell you why I ended up purchasing this. That was because I got this because I was looking for a replacement for a Victoria's Secret cream lipstick excuse me, that they used to have, and I guess it got discontinued, and I absolutely love that color, and it was really close to that. And because they didn't have it anymore, I was on the hunt for another color because I got a ton of compliments on that color too whenever I wore it. And I generally wear that color, or this color right here, in the spring and summertime. So that's why I purchased it in April, because it was coming up about that time. To me, this is like a summery warm weather color. So excuse me, I was looking for that. And so that's how I found that. That was as close as I could come to at the time. Until I came across number 4, which is, you see, I used the heck out of this one. This is the Sephora matte lipstick in the color 10, which is called On Blast. And I wear this. I will be getting a backup for this one. And I'm going to swatch this one too. So this is the Sephora On Blast. It is a very punchy pink. It can go like a bright fluorescent red, or it can look like a hot fuchsia pink, depending on what you're wearing or what have you. And I get a ton of compliments on this one too. Absolutely love it. I got it during the first excuse me, God, the first Sephora sale, and I will be repurchasing for a backup for that. And I think the MAC Candy Yum Yum, I think that's a pretty standard color they've had forever. So Shouldn't expect for that to run out anytime soon. So yeah, love those. And I get a ton of compliments on that too. And here's a little something, just a little tidbit. Most colors that I wear, I get complimented on, and I do wear colors all across the spectrum. The only color I have yet to wear is black, and I am going to be purchasing that in the very near future. And I do mean like the next couple of days. But I've worn everything from deep navy blues to lilac purples to grays. Every color that I wear, I get complimented on. Deep heavy hunter greens, teal greens, peacock blues, purples, pinks, red, oranges, you name it. I haven't worn yellow, and I don't think I ever will. I just don't foresee, or white. I don't foresee myself needing to ever wear those. But I think the complexion that I am really helps with that. Is not very many colors that I probably could wear that would not look appropriate, you know. But I digress. So that was 3 and 4. Right around that time, I also purchased or sampled for the first time this Color Wow Extra Strength Dream Coat. Now, the first time that I purchased this, I got the regular strength, and it did nothing for me really. Like, I mean, it was okay. It definitely added shine, but it wasn't giving what everyone else was saying it was supposed to give. So then I found out that they had extra strength, and it did do everything that it was supposed to do. So when I tell you, when I do my hair, wash it, spray this on there, blow it out and all like that, like it comes out so beautifully shiny. I absolutely stand by this. So the only reason I haven't gotten a large bottle of this is because I actually stumbled upon a dupe for it at TJ Maxx. And I didn't bring that down because I won't say it's one of my favorites. I haven't figured out if it works as well as this, but I think I'm going to go ahead and invest in a large bottle of this. The small bottle costs, I think, $12 at Sephora and Ulta. The large bottle is like $26, $28, something in there from Sephora and Ulta. But I think I am going to go ahead and commit to it because it's well worth it. The shine effect that I get when I blow my hair out and everything, it is absolutely amazing. And it works on both natural and relaxed hair. My hair is relaxed, but it works on both natural and relaxed hair. So this is well worth the 20-odd bucks for the big bottle to me. That was number 5. Number 6, then I moved into a couple of fragrances because as I'm watching YouTube in the spring, everyone was talking about Middle Eastern fragrances. So I was like, well, let me check it out. You know, they were saying how good they were, long lasting, and they were a fraction of the prices of the designer. So I said, let me dive into it. So I bought 2 at the same time. So this is number 6. This is LYS, and you can see the serious dent I put into this. This is LYS Ajiab Dubai, and I even wrote the notes down for this, and I don't want to go too deeply into it because it deserves its own video by itself. When I initially smelled this, and I got this based on the recommendations of other YouTubers, and they were not lying. When I opened this up, as if the bottle wasn't beautiful enough, but to smell this is like nothing I have ever smelt in my life. And I will be repurchasing. I will be getting a new bottle. But this, to me, it smells like pineapples and fresh powder. It smells like vacation, summertime, like tropical. And I'm not talking about like a cheesy orange or strawberry pineapple. No, this smells luxe. This smells like luxury. Like, I actually took this to the NFL draft with me in April. Oh God, this smells so, I can't wait to wear it again. It's definitely a warm weather fragrance. This has notes of orange, lemon, mango, osmanthus, jasmine, oud, sandalwood, musk, and amber. And I love amber. I love a musk. I never would have thought I would love an orange, lemon, mango. I don't even know what osmanthus is, but it smells phenomenal. So if you can get your hands on this, I absolutely recommend that you do, because now is the holiday season. Kids are getting out for their holiday winter break, and a lot of people take their vacations and go to warmer climates. This is a great perfume to take with you to vacation with, on a resort, on an island, you name it. It is wonderful. So if I can suggest anything, definitely check out this one for your warm weather when you want to smell luxurious, like a rich. This is what you want to get. Okay. At the same time, I also bought another LATAFA fragrance, and this is from their Pride collection. This is Affection. And this was supposed to be a dupe for the KLE pistachio, yum pistachio, what have you. And so I was like, okay, I'll give it a try, because I didn't have the money to invest in the KLE, because I started off 2024 very poor, very, very poor. But this right here, I think it cost, it was less than $50. I think it was $37. And I think this one was like less than $30. So yeah, this Affection, the notes, and I'm not going over all the notes or whatever, but it is pistachio, hazelnut, black currant, lactones, meaning this is lactonic, has a milky scent to it, vanilla, and tonka bean. And I love tonka bean, and I found out once I smelled KLE, I love pistachio. This is such a good fragrance. Whenever I wear this, I do get compliments, and I get asked, what is that you're wearing? Anytime I wear this, I get asked questions. What is that you're wearing? It smells so good. Oh my God, you smell so good. So this was definitely worth investment. It's time to re-up on that too. And these are nice, heavy bottles. This is not any cheap. This is glass, beautiful. This one, the design, don't let that deter you, because it's a very good smelling fragrance. But the bottle could have been better. But this one is beautiful. This is a work of art, period, just to sit up on your vanity or wherever you keep your fragrances. So that was that. Then we moved on from those fragrances to this. And I remember getting this at the beginning of the year. This is Native. I saw one of my favorite YouTubers have some Native lotion. And I got the fragrance scent Lilac and White Tea. This is such a good moisturizing lotion. This will moisturize you all day. Like, I'm talking about 8 to 12 hours, like a full work day. And I love that, because I generally don't mess with lotions because they're not moisturizing enough for me. But this one right here, yes, this is worth it, worth the investment. And I think it's like $8 to $10 for a bottle of this, which is a little pricey for a drugstore lotion, but it definitely is worth its weight. This is paraben-free, silicone-free, petrolatum-free, dye-free. It's dermatology tested and thoughtfully made with clean ingredients. So this is even clean. So, and it gives you a list on the back in layman's terms of all of the ingredients, and what each ingredient does. Like glycerin, it says it's a plant-derived moisturizer, coconut alkanes, plant-derived skin conditioner, sodium acrylates, copolymer, which is a thickening salt. So I love that about this brand. I'm actually just seeing this, and I've had it all year. That's crazy. But yeah, this is really good, and I will repurchase. I hadn't repurchased this year because I got some other things, but this is definitely worth repurchasing. And when I did go to the store to repurchase, I wanted to try a different scent, but they didn't have any that I liked, and I didn't want to repurchase the same one. I wanted to try something else out because I already had some other moisturizers or lotions or body creams, and so I wanted to try something different. They didn't have it. So that's that. Right after that, I moved into eyeshadow palettes, and I have not looked back. I'm just going to be honest. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette in, what is it, Nouveau. And I was heavily using this when I first got it. Now, the palette itself came out, I think, in 2022, but I just got hip to the game in 2024. This is the Color Story, and I am a big believer that, I'm sorry, y'all looking at everything. I'm a big believer that this Color Story works for everyone, every skin tone. It is absolutely phenomenal, and this is, I would say this is a perfect spring color story. So if you're looking for something for spring, this is definitely a good one to pick up because it'll be spring before you know it, guys. My favorite color in it was Metro, or is Metro, which is right here. And if it'll focus in. Anyway, I put a pretty decent dent into it. I'm looking to try to incorporate the purple color Wisteria down there at the bottom, which is actually at the top when you fold it over, to incorporate that and some of the shimmers a little bit more. But this right here, I used Peacock a little bit too, and that was good as well. But this was a great palette. It did have a little bit of, just a little bit, I think, of fallout, but not enough for me to say I won't be investing in any other Anastasia palettes. So just to put that out there, this is one of my favorite palettes for the year, and I look forward to having more usage of it this coming spring. Super excited about that. Moving along, I got this, the Copper Tone, what is this? Copper Tone Glow Shimmer SPF 50 spray from TJ Maxx on a whim. I got it for $5.99, and this came in clutch this summer. I started working out a little bit, walking and running a little bit, and because we know it's god awful hot during the summer, I would spray this and use this as my SPF and still look really cute. And it does have a beautiful shimmer sheen to it. It's not over the top. It's not full of a bunch of glitter or whatever. So it just gives you a beautiful natural shine. And you know, you don't look like a disco ball or whatever. And you're getting protection. So if anyone's looking for a good SPF spray, like if you're in any athletic leagues, tennis, golf, or what have you, softball in the summer, and you need an SPF and you still want to look a little bit cute, go for it. I sprayed it on my legs, my arms, my neck, everything. This was great. The next thing that I got, which I got two at the same time, I delved over into LYS, which is a Black-owned brand. So the first thing that I picked up was this beautiful LYS cream, what is it? Let me see if I can focus it in. Cream stick, and I got it in the color Curvy. Now, this is a beautiful peachy tone, which is what I was looking for at the time. So I'm going to swatch this so you can kind of see what that looks like. And that's the color, and it blends out beautifully on the skin. Gives it like a sunset kind of glow. It can look really natural, and you can build it up as much as you want, or you can just, you know, a couple of little dots right up in here, right up in there, and it's a beautiful natural look. I absolutely love this. Love the texture, the formula, all of it. It was great. The only drawback I would say is that, as you can see, it gets a little greasy, a little nasty, and I do need to clean that. But the product itself is great. So if we could work on how this like greases up and goops up, this would be a 10-10. Right now it's a 9-10, but it'll be a 10-10 if we didn't have these type of problems. Love that so much that I doubled back and picked up the bronzer stick, which is this. And I got this in the color, this is their No Limits bronzer stick, and I got it in the color Strength. And as you can see, it still has that little goopy, sticky, messy deal going on, but beautiful, beautiful bronzer. And I'll swatch that too. And just a dream to put on with your makeup. Just absolutely phenomenal. I fell in love with LYS with this particular product. I was really in strong like with the cream blush, but I fell in love with the brand, with the bronzer. Even became an ambassador, but I've been a horrible ambassador, you guys. So I'm going to work on that and be better this year. So look for a lot more videos in regards to LYS and the brand, because they make phenomenal products. They can go toe to toe with some of your top designer brands, such as DIOR, because that's one of the top brands for me as far as makeup goes. So I'm going to take a little bit of a pause right here, clean my hand off, and then we'll be back to dive right back in, okay? Moving right along, we're going to pick up with another fragrance. This fragrance here, this is the Juicy Couture Peace, Love, and Juicy Couture perfume. This is the perfume. I got it in a 3.4 ounce from, of all places, Ross. So y'all don't skimp on your discount stores, because they can have some really, really, really nice things and some surprises for you. I never would have thought I would purchase a Juicy Couture fragrance, but this one, I'm so happy I did. I think I spent like $14.99, $15, something like that on it for a 3.4 ounce. That's a full size bottle, and it's gorgeous. Look at that bottle. It is gorgeous. I used this so much the first month. Yeah, the first 30 days, this is what I put in it. I had to stop myself. Like, I had to get another perfume to stop myself from using this. And I did not use this every day of that first 30 days, but this is how much I used it. And I was like, oh my God, I got to save it. So I'm going to find, because, you know, Ross is kind of like hit or miss. You may or may not find it. You see it once, you may never see it again. I am definitely going to find this and order it. I know I've seen it online at other places. I can't remember, but this was so surprising to me. I love this. Was absolutely one of my favorite fragrances that I purchased this year. And let me give you the notes of this. Before I give you the notes, I'm gonna tell you what I smell when I smell. I actually sprayed it on myself just a moment ago, since I knew I was doing this video. But when I smell it, it smells fresh and clean and green. It's another one of those fragrances that is definitely distinctive. It doesn't smell like anything else. So I tend to lean towards fragrances that are for discerning noses. So it's something that's not going to smell like anything else people are wearing. It's not going to smell like your everyday run-of-the-mill fragrance. That's what attracts me to fragrances. And yes, I do buy your everyday run-of-the-mill fragrance, because sometimes you just want just a regular little fragrance. I mean, it could be for just everyday running around, running errands or whatever. You don't necessarily want something that's going to stand out and knock people out all the time. But this is definitely one that is different. It's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. It is long lasting. I wore it to work, and I wore it to work for a good solid 8, 9, 10 hours, and I could still smell it on me. And it's definitely going to get repurchased. I would say, is better suited. Let me see. I think this is a safe year round. I was going to say warmer weather, but it actually can stand up in cold weather as well. So let me give you the notes really quickly. It's hyacinth, or I don't know how to pronounce that. Cassis, which is the green note in this. Red apple, I do not smell. Amalfi lemon, I don't smell lemon. Lime blossom, maybe. Red poppy, honeysuckle, I probably smell that. Magnolia, I probably smell that. Patchouli, shocking to me, but I love patchouli, so it's not shocking that I was attracted to this. And musk, I love musk. Not shocking that I was attracted to this, because two of the things that I love are in here. So this was great. Again, it needs its own video, so I'm gonna move on from this. Next, bringing back my notes. Next were these babies, and that was the NYX, or some people say NYX, but I call it NYX. I think it's supposed to be pronounced NYX. The NYX Buttermilk Blushes. Oh my God. I had seen people talk about these for months, and I never purchased until the summer, mid-summer to late summer. I started off with this one. I went in for this color here. They were out at the Ulta that I purchased it from. So I ended up walking out with this. And this was so good, I definitely came back for this, and they had it. I think I went to another location though and got this one. But anyway, let me show you. When I say these are, you know, nails are really beautiful, but they are absolutely good for nothing except being beautiful. This is the color, and it is so pigmented. So I'm gonna rub it and kind of give you a swatch. That's that. And this gives you like a cool pink or a true Barbie pink. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then, but this was the one that I wanted because we were going into fall, and plum tones look wonderful on brown skin, brown and black skin. So I went in for this, and this is a deep berry, almost a mahogany. And let me give you a swatch of this. This is that color. So it's almost like a brick red, strong mahogany, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful on the skin. And these are buildable, so you can build them up, you can build them down. The texture is really smooth and creamy. It blends well. There's no pushback or dragging of it on the skin. These were phenomenal. They actually deserve awards. Like, these are some of the top products of 2024. And I definitely want to go back and get more. These actually encouraged me to go and try the Buttermilk bronzer. I have not tried that, but I definitely want to, because those were so good. I absolutely love them. I don't even wear them enough for the love that I have for them. I need to really wear them more often. Okay, moving along from that, the next thing I got was just by chance at Macy's backstage, and that was the Revlon body butter. Who ever heard of this? Not I, says the cat. But this baby right here, when you want something, let me see if I can focus it in. Sorry about that. This is like makeup and who knows what else for my bathroom. If you want something super thick and hydrated, this is thick, then this was the way to go. I never even knew Revlon made body butter. Now, I paid $2.97 for it, but they had it originally for $9.99. So either way, it was a good price, but the $2.97, yeah, that was excellent. This is what I have out of this. And I do believe I got this in like August. This is what I have left. And I'm trying to savor it because the only other place that I can find online that has it is eBay, and I'm kind of iffy if I'm going to get it from eBay. But this is super hydrating, super thick. This is one of the ones I will put on after my bath at night, and I wake up in the morning and I'm still well hydrated. Well hydrated. Put it on my legs, on my hips, on my arms, on my stomach. And I'm well, like, I don't need anything to start the day off. I'm hydrated. Love this. I am going to look and see if I might bite the bullet and buy it from eBay if I can't find it anywhere else, but this is great. Absolutely great. This is the Revlon Hyaluronic Acid infused hydrating body butter. Like I said, who knew that Revlon had body butter? But creme de la creme, top of the top. Love that. Absolutely love that. Okay, next, I think, and this is where we start going back and forth. I believe I got this back in April at the Sephora sale. This is the Danessa Myricks. I don't know if you can see it. but the DENONA Beauty liquid eyeliner in the color Onyx. I got it in black. I think it's about dried out now. This is like a felt pen. It worked like a dream. Yeah, it's about dried out, so it's definitely time. But that is the liner, if you can see it, and absolutely loved it. It was so juicy and nice up until maybe like a month ago, and it's almost dried out. But it cost $18. I do remember that. And I was looking for another liquid eyeliner. I love liquid eyeliner. I swear by it. I am not a fan of pencil because I feel most of them are too dry, so I don't even bother with them. And I don't like to drag it across my face, my eyelid. So I always look for liquid eyeliner. And because I was there at the Sephora sale, I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can find the liquid eyeliner in here. And then I was like, let me see if I can find a black on one. Oh, the DENONA is here. And that's how I ended up with this. So I will be repurchasing this. Well worth it. Well worth it. Okay, so then back to, Bath and Body Works. We're at Bath and Body Works. About this time, this is when the TikTok viral sensation launched, which was the Vanilla Romance fragrance from Bath and Body Works. And at the time, I didn't even know it was, viral. I found out maybe like a month later, like in September, from one of my favorite YouTubers, what she was looking for it. And she was like, I had to go and get the viral TikTok Vanilla Romance. I was like, what? I had that about a month. I didn't know it was, but I'm not on TikTok like that. So this is what drove me in. I knew I wanted to get some body butter, and I wasn't sure what I wanted. And I smelled a lot of them, and I just wasn't moved by anything. And I hadn't shopped at Bath and Body Works in years. So I wasn't moved. It seemed like they had a lot of the same fragrances that I can remember from the few years ago I had shopped there. But then I smelled this, and I do not like vanilla. I'm not a vanilla girl at all. But I smelled this, and I was like, wow, this is nice. It doesn't smell like vanilla. It actually smells spicy to me, sweet and spicy. And I said, okay, I can deal with that. It's light enough for me to wear. I can use it to layer under my fragrances. It's not going to be overpowering or fighting with my perfumes or anything. And it's moisturized. I love a body butter. This is my #1 choice to moisturize my skin. So I got that. And because it was smelling so nice, and I think at the time they were running some type of special sale or something. I can't remember what it was. But it was so nice. I said, you know what? I'll get the matching shower gel, the body wash. And I've been hooked ever since. Like, I literally go to purchase this every month. And because they've been having all these sales, I've like stocked up on it now. This has notes of cardamom, vanilla absolute, and captivating woods. To me, it smells slightly spicy, but very sweet, very mild manner. It's non-offensive. I even have the fragrance mist upstairs, but it's not one of my favorites or whatever. So I didn't bring it down, but I do have the matching fragrance mist. And so, and I think I even have the little purse hand cream. So I just got it because it was on sale or whatever. But for every day, these are great. And like I said, you don't really want something that's going to fight with your signature fragrance or your fragrance of the day. You want something that will blend nicely and will serve as a layering the foundation, and this is where it's at. So these are my favorites. So I'll probably be purchasing these as long as they're made too. So bring that bag closer. I'm reaching all over there. Okay, we're about halfway done, I would say. All right, so the next thing, we're gonna go back to Macy's backstage, and I happened upon, around the same time that I got the Revlon body butter, and this is Tahari Midnight Orchid Gentle Body Scrub. You guys, I got this back in, I know, early September, and no, it was mid-September, and I was listening, I hear my dog upstairs. Got this in mid-September. Do you know I did not start using this until 2 weeks ago? And we're in mid-December, so like early December. And when I say, and I have 2 of these, so I have another one open up on the side of my tub right now. When I say I love the way this feels, oh my God. It says it's scented with a warm blend of spices, orchid, and vanilla. This gentle body scrub will polish and refine skin, leaving you feeling refreshed and radiant to start or end your day. It absolutely does. I rub this into my arms, my shoulders, my back, my lower back, my legs, hips, and my feet. And when I say I have not felt that squeaky clean in quite some time, I got out of the tub every time, because I've used it probably 3 times, and I'll be using it tonight too. I use that, I know, about 3 times, and every time that I use it, I feel squeaky clean. Like I'm literally walking and getting into bed and I can just hear myself squeak, 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 squeak. This is amazing. So I know it's doing its job and exfoliating that dead skin off. And not only that, but it feels so good. It's not super coarse, you know, where it can, you know, kind of feel a little rough and almost hurt when you're scrubbing it. Some body scrubs are really thick, you know, like some of those salt scrubs. I'm not a fan of that. This is a coffee scrub, and it is finely milled. It's not finely milled like a powder, like a face powder or anything, but for a coffee, it is finely milled. And it just feels so good to the skin when you're rubbing it back and forth. And oh, it feels like a massage, like a really, really good massage, you know, happening with all these different pieces of the coffee grinds or what have you. So highly, if you can find it, highly recommend it. I think I spent like $2 on this too. I don't know what the original price was, but if you can find this, yeah, get it. And this is 12 ounces. I'm hoping that I can find it somewhere else and repurchase it. So that was great. Then as I'm building up my makeup arsenal, I knew I wanted to try a really good primer. And I had heard a million reviews about this and comparing it to Milk Hydro Primer. And so I was in Target one day, so I was like, let me get it. And I got the little trial size of the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And it was $5. And I absolutely love this. I'm going to get another trial size for travel. And I'm also going to get, well, I got a full size, but I'll explain that later. This was absolutely amazing. When I say it will grab onto your makeup, it will grab onto your makeup. Absolutely love it. It does everything that the YouTube girlies say it will do and then some. When I say my makeup stayed put, whenever I wear this, it stays put. It's like, yeah, that girl. This is that girl. And for $5 for this, it's well worth it. Now, I will say this, it's tacky. It is tacky. You can do this and it'll, you know, drip and stuff. Matter of fact, I'll show you. I will show you. So this is literally how I put it on my face too. So I take it and put some on my hand. There we go. And then you can see like it's not even really moving. That's just how strong it is. And then look. Is it doing it? Well, you get it. It's super strong. It's almost like a glue. It's almost like a glue, which is where I think NYX got the idea to come up with that glue spray, which I'm getting next. I want to try that out too. Primer, but this right here, this will be another one that's forever in my makeup arsenal unless they discontinue it. So that's that. And then I stumbled upon something that is not new to anybody, but it was new to me. Juvia's Place. Now, she's been around for a few years. I can remember when she was, you know, everybody was doing reviews on her and everything. Never got to her until this year, a couple of months ago. And I ain't looking back. So here's what I got from Juvia's Place. First, I got the lipsticks. Actually, I didn't. I got some others, but they didn't make my favorites. These are some of my favorites. So I got the lipsticks. I got her lipsticks in 4 colors. So the first one is a mauve moment. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna swatch that. These are velvet. I love a velvet lipstick. I'm not a lip gloss girly. I'm not a glossy girl. Satin shine. I love velvet. I'm matte. So this is the mauve movement. And I got this because I was trying to get as close to my favorite lipstick color, which is Gucci Peggy Taupe. That's what I was looking for. And then at the same time, I got this because I couldn't tell which one was closer. This is Cabby. Cabby. So Cabby and a mauve moment. So I got that. And then I got Chic. This is Chic. And I know they probably look the same as I'm holding them up, but they are not. This is Chic. So Chic is the lightest one. So Cabby. No, I'm sorry. Mauve movement. A mauve moment, Cabby, and Chic. So once I got Chic, I realized it really isn't that close. It's between these two, between a mauve moment and Cabby. That's closest to my Gucci Peggy Taupe. These wear excellently. Now the last one I got, which was during the 21 days of beauty sale from Ulta, was Cocoa. I did want a dark, like 90s brown. That's Cocoa. These are excellent. I'm not going to say a dupe for Gucci Velvet, but they are given just as great a quality of lipstick as Gucci for a fraction of the price. It's not even half. Like Gucci, the lipsticks run you, I think $47 now. When I was first getting it, it was $42. $47. This is like full price, regular price, $14.50. And I was getting them on sale for half price. And then they've been running the sales since Black Friday. You can get them for like $7, even $4.50, I think, when you catch a really good flash sale. These are excellent. Absolutely excellent. So I'm not sure if I will be getting a Gucci lipstick anytime soon, simply because why? Why should I when I can pay less than half the price and even a fraction of it on a good sale and support a Black-owned business at the same time? And they run, Juvia's Place runs TikTok sales too. So if you catch it during those, you can find great bundles with some of these lipsticks in there for like $20-something. Like it makes no sense economically to do anything. The only way I would probably get another Gucci lipstick outside of Juvia's Place is if they have a color that I want, which is possible because Gucci does have a green lipstick that I want. I just don't remember if it's a matte. They have a green lipstick and they have a purple lipstick, I think, that I want. But I also know that Fashion Fair has a purple lipstick and Black Radiance has a purple lipstick, even cheaper than Fashion Fair. So I don't know. I got to do the economics and, really see if I want those. So I got those lipsticks, which are phenomenal. Like I said, you want something to compare to Gucci, grab you some of these velvet mattes from Juvia's Place. Then I got, surprisingly, a lip gloss. Is that going right? Yeah, a lip gloss. And this is the Coffee Shop, from the Coffee Shop collection, in the color Brown Sugar. And the reason why I got this color, I wanted to try a Paco Rabanne lipstick in a color very similar to this. It's like a grayish brown. And because I wasn't quite ready to pay the $30-something for it, and this was on sale during the 21 days of beauty, I went ahead and got this. And I have not looked back. I'm telling you, I haven't even really thought about the Paco Rabanne. So this, I wear this surprisingly way more than I thought I would, and I will be restocking that. I'm going to get a backup of that because it looks great when I wear it. So I absolutely love that. And lastly, my favorites from Juvia's Place are the lip liners. They work well with not only her lipstick, but other lipsticks. Now, I find it absolutely amazing that people can tell you how long a lip liner can last, because generally speaking, or as far as wearing, generally speaking, my lip liner blends and runs into the lipstick, so I really can't tell whether it's done ran out or not. But I would say just for the average person, these last relatively well. And they do help keep certain lipsticks from bleeding, because my Sephora lipstick, the one that I was telling you on blast, it bleeds heavily. Like it'll come down here, because when I talk, sometimes your lip will maybe touch your chin or whatever. I don't know if you all have that problem or issue when you're full lip like me. And you can see where the lipstick was or whatever. It helps prevent that. So lip liners do serve a purpose, and these are some really good ones. So I have the color Cola. I wanted a deep brown, and this, even though it is a deep brown, it's still not quite deep enough. I need to get, like, I think they have an espresso color. So that's the brown. That would actually look pretty good with that, wouldn't it? Have to try that combo. I also got, what is this, Wine, which is great for your plum color lipsticks. That's Wine. And I wear this with outlining some pinks too. And lastly, I purchased, what is this, Scorpio, which is a reddish tone, I believe. I don't wear this very often. Actually, no, it's like a deep plum. This is like a burgundy. This is like a deep plum. So I need a red. I need to get a red and a deeper, darker brown. But those are good. Those are my favorite lip liners right now. So I will be purchasing more of those. Okay, we're rounding the corner, folks. All right, so next, I ended up going back and trying Bath & Body Works, the luxury line, for the first time. And this was the first one I got, which is Pink Obsessed. And this is supposed to be a dupe for Valentino, what is that? Valentino Donna Born in Roma. And I'm not a fan of that particular fragrance. I've smelled it several times in the store, but it just didn't do anything for me. But this, I absolutely love this. This is a little spicy and sweet, and I get a ton of compliments on this. I get a ton of compliments, a ton of questions. What is that you're wearing? What is that you're wearing? And I've even had one or two people say, are you wearing Valentino Donna Born in Roma? This was great. And I'll give you the notes for this one too. This one has jasmine, cashmere, praline, and bourbon vanilla. Now, I believe it has some hint of spice in there somewhere, because I definitely smell it. I guess vanilla's, you can smell, that's probably the base or whatever. I'm not a big vanilla person, but it seems like they put vanilla in almost all of our fragrances as women. But I think the cashmere is what pulls me over. This smells absolutely rich and luxe, and just like everything you want to be smelling like when you leave out your home, when you want to look like you or smell like you have money, you have taste, you have style. So highly recommend this. And They're saying that they're going to discontinue a lot of these Luxe fragrances from Bath and Body Works to bring in some more, and I think this is one of them. So I will be purchasing this. Semi-annual sale starts December 26th, so I will be stocking up on this and a couple of others. I do have a couple of others, but from the luxury line, but they weren't my favorite. They're good, but they're not my favorite. This was my favorite, so I'm going to stock up on these and maybe one or two of the other ones. Okay, now as we round on down to the final few ones, and I hope you guys, if you didn't start off with something to drink and a snack or something, hope you guys paused me and went and got you something, because I'm quite parched right now. But I'm gonna carry on and finish this out. We're gonna finish out strong, y'all. We almost there. Okay. Next, I got this. I bought this when I went on my very first vacation. So this will always, I feel like my eyes are trying to water up just thinking about it, because my vacation was so special. My son took me and our entire family on vacation to Santa Monica. I've always wanted to go to LA, and so to go there and we stayed right on the beach, it will always be a great and special memory to me. And so I went to Nordstrom's while I was there, and I purchased the DIOR Forever Skin Perfect Foundation Stick. Now this is a stick tint multi-usage correction, multi-use foundation stick blur correction with 24-hour wear and hydration. And I will say, I got it in the color 5N Neutral. I will say, this is top tier. The way it melts into my skin, and this is the color, as you can see, it's almost a perfect match. Just looking at it on the screen, it's almost a perfect match. Now, I'm not wearing anything right now. My face is completely bare, except for I did fill in my eyebrows and I put on some lipstick. Other than that, all I have on is a serum, and I got a serum on. I got my YSL balm, which I bought that in Cali as well. No, I brought this in Nashville. I'm sorry. This is the YSL New Glow Balm. But other than that, I'm not wearing anything on my face. It's bare. This right here blends in like butter. Absolute butter. But I am a true fan of DIOR cosmetics, especially their complexion products. One of their complexion products is a holy grail of mine, and I will do a video on that, a separate video. But this right here, yes ma'am. Yes ma'am. This has encouraged me to go back and try the bronzing stick. This was ooh la la wee wee. Love it. Love it. To me, DIOR can do no wrong when it comes to their complexion products and their foundation, their concealer. They just can't. It's always going to be a hit. It's always going to be a hit. So, and I do have some eyeshadow, but that tends to be a miss for me. I don't know if I'm not getting the right color stories or whatever. But this, yes ma'am. Yes ma'am. Run and get you some. They don't have as many colors in the foundation stick as they do in the liquid foundation. So be aware of that, because I thought I was just going to walk up and get my liquid color. They don't have that. It's very condensed. But if you can find your color, it is very worth it. This was the year of stick foundations. Some people say this is the year of complexion products, which I can see that because we had a lot of radiant, luminous products that came out. So yeah, which, let me add this in. One of my favorite ones, I did not purchase it, but it is on the top of the list for next month, was the Patrick Ta, the new luminous foundation that he had. I had a sample of it from Sephora and wore it for a week. Oh my God, I'm going to insert a picture of me wearing that. I have a really nice picture, and my skin looked flawless. So natural, so radiant, so beautiful. It is hydrating. So it can give you, if you have oily skin, it might not be for you. But for regular to dry, That is a little piece of heaven. So let me put that in there, Patrick Ta. That is definitely a favorite. I just didn't purchase it, but I did have a sample. Okay, moving along. Remember when I said I had the e.l.f. primer, the little bitty travel size, and I was going back and I got a regular size? This is the regular size that I got. Now, you might notice this looks different than this one, and not just the size, but the color. I'll tell you what the difference is. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer with 4% niacinamide. I said, you mean to tell me we got a power grip with skincare in it? Sign me up. I did not see this in a travel size, because if they had, I would have bought it right then and there. But I went on and got this, and I know I'll be getting the other one in the travel size again. So I got this because I knew I was running low on this one. So I'm just going to save this and put it in my travel bag. But this is what I use when I'm doing a full face of makeup. And it is well worth it. Well worth it. Still, same great product, just pumped up with a little skincare. So I digress from that. We already have talked about that. At that same shopping trip, and I got that from Target, and it was $8, y'all. Same shopping trip, I saw that they had the e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. And I was like, well, let me get the partner to it, the sister, or what have you. So I got this, or the cousin, you may say, because maybe the niacinamide was the sister. So I got this. You can shake it up, and use it or whatever. This is great. The only thing about it is it does provide a dewy, moist look. And I'm not really going for that when I'm out every day or at work or what have you. I don't really like a dewy look. I don't mind it if I'm, running some. It has to be a reason why I'm wearing dewy. Every day is not my thing. I'm more of a matte person. So that's the only reason why this hasn't been used as much, but it is a top tier product. And this was $10. So I got that. I was looking for something that was matte. Didn't see it in that trip that I actually would have liked. So I saw this from Milani, which is the Make It Last. It's the original spray, and it's in a natural finish, the setting spray. And it holds up to 24 hours, and I will say it does relatively well. What prompted me to pick this up was because I saw it had glycerin and 2% niacinamide. I said, you mean to tell me I got a power grip with 4% niacinamide and a setting spray with 2% niacinamide? So now I got 6% niacinamide skincare in my everyday product. Yeah, sign me up. Sign me up. So this one gives a natural finish, which I'm okay with because that's as close to a matte that I was going to get as far as a finish. This is, you can use it not only to set, but you can use it to prime and hydrate. And by hydrate, sometimes you have sprays that you spray throughout the day just to hydrate, touch up your face. I generally use my LYS. This is a favorite of mine, but this is not something that I purchased this year. I started purchasing this about 2 years ago. This is the Beauty Elixir, and this is what I use. I even carry it in my purse sometimes. This is a small bottle. I carry it in my purse sometimes, especially if I don't have anything on my face like now, then I would carry it to hydrate my face periodically throughout the day. But this one you can use to do that as well, so whether you wear makeup or not, because it has a natural finish. So I was very, very impressed with that. So that was one of my favorites too. And as you can see, I got a pretty good usage out of that so far. And I think I've only had this like a month or two, both of those. I also purchased the HUDA Beauty palette and Empower. This is my first HUDA Beauty Beauty palette and Empowered. So I'm going to open this up, and this was probably my most used eye palette of the year, and I'll tell you why. You see this color right here, which is at the top right now, but it's really on the bottom. I use that to fill in my eyebrows every single day, every day. Now I didn't use it tonight because I didn't want to take it out the box and put it back in before I film. But that color is a cream It's a cream shadow and it's in the color Worthy. I even have little eyebrow strands in there because I use it that much. This color will hit pan. It's definitely going to hit pan before June. But this is a great palette for me every day as a Black woman. It's a great palette. It's warm. It has the colors that I need, of the browns with little hints of purple, and it has mattes and shimmers and cream. This is a great everyday palette. Anywhere that I traveled to this year, towards in the last 6 months rather, I took this with me because this is a great everyday palette. You can't go wrong with it. No matter what you have on, you can use this palette. Even if you have on something basic, you can still use the browns. You can still use the cream Worthy to use as an eyeliner. I use it to fill my eyes with, but you can use it as an eyeliner. Love this. And because this was so good, I definitely want to purchase the Pretty Grunge, because I don't have a designer or luxury palette with just the basic blacks and grays and shimmers. I don't have that, and I want to add that to my arsenal. And I'm debating on the Icy Nude. I'm really debating on that. We'll see, because honestly I just don't use those colors like that. But because she said that's the last large palette she's making, I don't want to miss out. Fear of missing out, FOMO. That's what I have with that one, but it's not, I really don't want that. Okay, last two products. This is the last and latest palette I bought, which is the NATASHA DENONA My Dream palette. Y'all, this right here, I will forever be a NATASHA DENONA eyeshadow fan and stan. This palette right here, I'm mad that I hadn't been on her before this. When I tell you the formula of this shadow, and I'm hoping all the rest of her shadows are like this. The formula. This is the smoothest, the creamiest, the dreamiest eyeshadow I have ever used in my life. I do believe when I put it on and started blending them together, the angels sang. I do believe the heavens parted when I put this on. I have never worn a palette so well made, so well formulated, so smooth, so creamy. It has the right name, my dream palette. And not because of the color story. The color story is okay. It's nothing to write home about. I got this because it was on sale at Sephora. I think it was like $30 something. So I picked it up. Like I don't have anything NATASHA DENONA. Let me get it. People talk about it and rave about it. Boy, I feel like I have truly missed out. And if I have a picture, hopefully I took a well enough picture so you can see the color that the eyeshadow look that I did. I'll insert it. But this right here, I want to go back and purchase as many of her palettes as I can. There are a couple that I don't think would work with what I wear. Like there's red. I'm not a big, believe it or not, even though I'm wearing red lipstick, I'm only wearing it because I'm wearing this shirt. And I don't even wear a lot of plaid shirts, but I love button downs. But there's a red palette that I just don't see myself getting because I don't wear a ton of red. So there's a couple she has that I will not be purchasing. Then there's some cool tones that I just don't think will work with me. But the rest of them, one by one, I'm going to check them out. If I have to get one a month because I have other purchases that I'll be making, I have responsibilities still. But I will be one by one checking them out for 2025. Yes, ma'am. And I know she's going to come up with, some new ones or whatever. So some months I might have to buy 2 just to keep up the pace. But this, if you don't have a NATASHA DENONA, get one and change your whole life. Literally. Change your whole life. It's just that simple. Change your whole life. So this was my favorite palette out of the year. My absolute favorite. And then lastly next to last is the LYS stick foundation. So on my way back from Cali, I literally ordered this on the plane from Sephora. And again, LYS, another one, can do no wrong. Can do no wrong. Now, I think I'm going to try one shade deeper because this is a little bit lighter. It works for the inside of my face, but the parameter where I'm darker, it definitely shows up a little bit ashy, but that's okay because I can work it out with bronzer and all that stuff. You know how we do. So I'm gonna swatch this. When I tell you this literally melts into the skin, yes, Lord, this is it. And like I said, I actually have used this more than I have used the DIOR. I've had to go back in the last week or so and make myself use the DIOR because I didn't want it to just sit there collecting dust or whatever. But this one, I was using this every day for like 2 or 3 weeks straight. Every day I go to work is this. And what I like about the stick foundations is that they are so compact and easy to travel or pop in your purse if you know you might need to touch up your makeup throughout the day. And I got this in the color DN3, which is, I think, the same color of the Founder, but I honestly probably could use one shade deeper. So I will be ordering that in the very, very near future, along with the 3-pack of blushes that she has in the mini size, because they're on sale right now at Sephora for $19 for the 3 minis. And they're the 3 colors that I don't have. So I'm just adding to my collection. And I have a $10 coupon, so I might apply that to it. We'll see. This and the blushes. This and Juvia's Place can go toe-to-toe with DIOR and Gucci makeup. And these are Black owned. And I'm going to be exploring more Black owned brands this year, especially in February, because I want to do nothing but purchase. Well, maybe not purchase, but use Black owned makeup brands on my channel. I got some fun stuff planned for February, so stay tuned. But I do know I still have to purchase other other things. Like I just said, the NATASHA DENONA, I might have to purchase a new one every month so I can have all of the palettes pretty much. And I also don't have Pat McGrath. I don't have anything from her. And I want to get her palettes because I have a sneaky suspicion that she's about to possibly discontinue those. They're like phased out of Sephora. Ulta has a little bit more than Sephora. So I don't know. And she's coming out with different types of palettes or what have you. So I'm like, oh, I better hurry up and try to get them. And hers are super dumb, stupid expensive. So I know I'll only be buying one a month at that. If I can catch a sale, maybe 2. But I got to hurry and try to get those 2. So I have to stay on the budget because this stuff can get completely out of control, girl, if you don't watch yourself. Now, the last thing that I would like to offer as a favorite is the Clarins Double Serum. This by far is my favorite serum. And I just haven't bit the bullet. I had so many samples of it. That's what I've been using. And then I started using the Ordinary, which is okay. It's not my favorite, because I'm in love with the Clarins. It is super thick. It leaves your skin looking like glass, like super oily and moisturized, and I love it. I feel so confident going out the door without makeup on and just that serum alone. But yeah. So this was so very good. It's almost $100 for a bottle, but it's definitely worth it. And if you can catch it on sale, you should definitely do that. This has, let me see what it has in here. It's good for the skin, good for the planet. It says it's powered by 21 potent plant extracts. These are the plant. I'm not going to go over all 21 because I'm about to go hoarse. But ginger lily, banana, goji berry, quinoa, mango tree, kiwi, oats, cocoa tree, you name it, it's in here. Avocado, all of the, I mean, with all of those moisturizing humectants and everything, you can't do anything but be moisturized. That's why your face looks so greasy and oily. And I like it that way. Some people don't like it. If you like a lighter serum, I would highly recommend the Ordinary. That's what I have on now. And I even put on my YSL balm over it. So it has a little bit of shine to it. But I like my face to gleam, like ting, when you see it. And that's what this does. I've seen other YouTubers rave about this, and now I know why. Now I know why. This is a big girl purchase though. Like you gotta eat your Wheaties before you pull out your debit or credit card and purchase this. But it is highly, highly, highly worth it. And the only other thing that I would say that I don't have here, I just had a little tiny tube, but I turned it in for some empties to get some points at Sephora, was the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. That is a beautiful, beautiful moisturizer. Currently, I'm using the moisturizer from Bath & Body Works. Who knew they had skincare, but they have introduced it in their like sensitive skin care collection. So I'm trying that, and it's okay. It's okay. I would definitely say it's like a B- or what have you, but I still don't love it as much as my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, and that's a big girl purchase too. That's like 60 something dollars or more, you know, going up. If you get the big thing, I think it's like 100. So, and I use those together, the serum and then the moisturizer underneath my makeup. And when I tell you, it sets so well. So I have the serum, the moisturizer, then I do the power grip, and then my makeup, and then I set it up. Ooh. And I might do a video on that just to go through it all. But that's that, you guys. So if you have thugged it out with me all the way to the end, we're well over an hour into this. I hope that you enjoyed this. I will do a worst, my worst, and I have them sitting up here, and I was going to do it tonight, but my voice just can't even do it right now. I got to go regroup, and I thought I was going to take a bath, but I don't even feel like that. This video don't warm me out. And my son called during this, so I got to call him and see what he wanted. But if you have thugged it out with me up until now, I do believe you truly enjoyed this video and you found value in the content. So go ahead, give me a like, hit that notification button for the next one so you can catch the worst. And subscribe. Definitely subscribe, because I'm really going to work hard at building up my channel. I have some really high goals that I'm looking at for 2025, and I don't want to wait until the new year. I want to start now. I have some things that I'll discuss in another video, just a little chit chat, talk about goals and everything, habit settings and trackings and all that good stuff, but not here. But if you like that type of stuff, definitely like, subscribe. Yeah, it's time for me to go. Let me know in the comments, what were your favorites? What were some of your favorites for 2024? Did you have any of these on your list of favorites? Did you even purchase it or try them? What did you have different that I didn't have? What were your thoughts or what have you? And also let me know what type of content you're looking forward to seeing in 2025, or anything you would like me to cover. Until next time, stay hydrated, stay rested, and I will see you later. Bye.